No, so it was pretty bad.
Oh, it was rough.
I looked at Casey and Benny Mac, and
I think everybody's fired.
Jess is doing the play-by-play in my ear, and she's like, Butler is going ballistic. I was in shock. I walked down the fifth floor to see my buddy because I always at halftime Noddle's Jay's suite is right below
Yeah.
the booth.
Yeah.
And it was his birthday, and it was all decorated. So I went down there, and he's like, "What is going on?" It's just his delivery.
Like that, like
I was like, ugh. Like that, yeah, like what he just did. Ugh.
Yeah.
like that, like
I don't know. And I think at that time, I don't know, what we have, 67 total yards, maybe? It was something low. And then, about three quarters of the way through the third quarter, it was like at 77 yards. I looked at KC, he looked at me, just a shrug, man. And it was like, they're going to have to snap out of this.
And they did, which is good.
Yeah, that 40 minutes of time without the offense being on the field was
pretty rough.
Not good.
I mean, it was good in one sense. You got special teams touchdown, right?
Yeah.
That's a positive, but
what a debacle that was. 5 for 5, and then you leave the inside guy unaccounted for, and he about murders your punter.
I thought
he took that thing off his kneecap, not even off his foot.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a little bit more concerned about Jameer Khan than I was the punter.
Oh, the awkward landing.
Well, he kind of
he's folded back a little bit.
Well, not just that, he kind of got kicked like right in the goods.
Nah, he's good.
All right,
you worry about his landing. His knees were bent. He's bent back.
Did he get? Yeah. No, I was good.
It's very. You don't expect to come that clean. I don't think.
I wouldn't imagine. Right, like that's about. I mean, nobody touched him.
No,
that's about as clean as you're gonna get through there. I wasn't paying attention to landing. I was worried about where the ball hit him.
Yeah, that landing was not good.
It was no, so you get the special teams touchdown, which we'd been thinking was maybe on the way. Almost got 2 of them.
Yeah, I told my fine folks in Nebraska City they would get the block, scoop score. Not bad.
It was a quality effort there, but it led to the offense not being on the field for
a long time.
Very long time of actual time there. And then by the time I saw this, or I can't remember who said it. It was on the internet somewhere because sometimes they do put useful things on there. It was Nebraska had 1 drive with the wind until the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
which is kind of wild to think about considering how big of a factor that seemed to
play.
Well,
and you want the second quarter drives for Nebraska after the kickoff?
So we've got let's do it.
You went punt.
Yeah.
Then you went punt, interception, punt. Punt.
That's not great.
No.
So punt, pick, punt.
It's not good.
That's not like a terrific stretch of ball game right there.
No.
So I understood the frustrations in real time.
And I kept saying to KC, I said, just bear with me. This might have been off air. Just bear with me. I said, I get the run game stats aren't great because you have to subtract, net yards, but hand the ball to your running backs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just do that. I think at the end of the game, what'd they end up going? I mean,
Nebraska
had the 1 for 11, and
he was
17 for 89 or something like that.
13 for 83.
Okay.
So he was at 6.4 per. Mackay had the 1 for 11. Mosey had 3 for 9. And then Heinrich had 1 for 2. So, I mean, you go Emmett and Mackay and Mosey together, you get 17 for 103.
Yeah.
Which you'll take that. That's 5 plus.
Do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Your average yards per completion was 12-1. I get it. But I told you that was kind of the fool's gold.
Mm-hmm.
Said on Thursday, said on Friday. There's going to be this tendency to want to go attack. And I think one of the interesting things for Nebraska, shoot, man, how do you want to play going forward? I mean, it's on record for a long time. What I tell you the offensive line does the best?
Run block.
Yeah. So that's kind of the dilemma. And if we're going to throw it, which they didn't a ton, did you feel like he was going to have more passing attempts when you looked up?
Yes, but then I had to remember they just didn't run that many plays.
Yeah. I mean, he just had
55 plays.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
And I think, and what'd you have against Michigan? 56?
something like that.
I think it was 56.
You're probably right.
Because I remember the 26 solos out of the 56 total plays.
No, I thought it was 40 solos out of 70-some total plays.
That was
Michigan. Sorry, yes, you're right. Nebraska's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get confused sometimes with numbers. There's a lot of them.
No. But you're half right.
Yeah.
Nebraska did have 76 plays against Michigan.
Yes.
On offense. They only saw 56 on defense. So you're half right.
Gotcha.
What I said.
Gotcha.
I almost screwed that up. And I was going to let you.
But yeah, I thought that. I mean, I thought they ran the ball well when they actually did do.
How do you want them to run it?
I don't know. I really don't. Like I've been thinking about that a lot because I do. I mean, I'm sort of just like, hey, Dylan's your best player. Your wide receivers are really good. Like, I'm not going to try and overthink this here. Mm-hmm. Like, if we think we could throw the ball, let's throw the ball. At the same time, probably do need to run it a little bit, a little balance, get your offensive line lathered up at what they're good at, So I mean, they didn't run very much of it. I do like some of the two-back stuff. I really liked when you don't have to do all the window dressing, right? But on the goal line play where
the double handoff,
Harburg basically ends up being the lead blocker. Mm-hmm. I liked that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm kind of with.
You could just line him up in.
Yeah, you could just line him up in the H-back.
In an H-back and run lead.
Yeah. Which I get. You want to get a little misdirection.
I like the concept. Concept was slick.
But in order to get what
Everybody was waiting to see if they were going to run that in the game. That's funny. People that had seen practice.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I mean, so I liked the play call, but I don't think you have to do all the eye candy to still get some of the benefit of having Heinrich as your lead blocker. So I think I'm with you. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more two-back to give the running back a little bit more of a chance.
How critical it is for somebody to be able to run the ball in the red zone in tight quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But Nebraska was good in the red zone.
I mean, that's a positive.
Finishing drive rate was better too, which I think was going to be a key. But there was a stretch there where I felt like, and it came down a little bit, starting at the 47-yard line. That was like halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah,
it was a little better than that.
Yeah,
excuse me. Up until then.
Yeah, it had
my
been.
allergies are whipping my tail.
Dude, mine went crazy yesterday.
Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, neither. It was a horrible 4-hour stretch for me yesterday.
Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously the punt returns by Barney were a huge factor there. And I thought that. I mean, part of that's the defense though too, right? Yeah. Is like getting Michigan State in a position A where they have to punt and B where they're not punting into your own end zone for the most part. So, I mean, I thought there was a lot of things that were really good. And I don't know if you want to get in the offensive line right now or not. Well, I don't know if it's too early for that.
No, we're.
But I actually went back because that was one of the big narratives, right? Fire Donnie, offensive line is terrible, whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I need to go back and actually see what it was, right? So I checked, I do my PFF checks and then I do my rewatch and just to see where everything is. So PFF had them at 33 total dropbacks. I actually had it at 35. I don't know if I counted like something they thought was a designed run that I didn't think was or whatever. But
let me guess. Can I just guess something real quick?
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a PFF guy.
Yeah.
Will I be surprised at who the lowest graded player was?
Ooh, are you just doing overall?
Yeah.
I can do that. I was very surprised by who the last and second last guys on defense were. And then let me check the offense.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, maybe not. Who do you think the lowest rated player was? Give me offense, then give me defense.
I think it was Dylan.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Dylan was the lowest rated player on offense. And then on defense, who do you think the lowest rated player was?
What was the grade?
Let's see. It was pretty low. Let me double check here. Do you want lowest starter or lowest overall? Because they play a lot of guys. They played 21 guys. And it's close between the low. Do you want a hint?
No.
Okay. It's 50.2 or 50.9.
Okay, so it's not somebody in the secondary because I certainly thought it could be. But I bet you he was probably mid-60s. And I bet you the other one was in the 50s.
So this is one of those where, sometimes I put on the rundowns PFF versus the eye test. On defense, the PFF is wildly departured from what I thought the eye test was.
I'm going to say the lowest was McCullough.
It was not. They had, so the very lowest they had Dawson Merritt.
Yeah, I could see that, though.
The one that I was surprised by, the second lowest, the highest start or the lowest starter, was Shavers.
I could see that.
I thought he played better than that.
So
I know he missed some. I know, but
you know what it is, and I don't know what they're grading.
Mhm.
I mean, I do. I've looked at the rundown. You know, if you want to subscribe to their stats and this, that, and the other. And sometimes you're the beneficiary of being on the field for. You know, like Dylan's obviously going to get killed for the pick, or you give up a touchdown and you're on defense and you're in the fit. Like you get dinged pretty good. So I don't know if they would get into the weeds about taking things on or not, but I could see like in a real film study where it wouldn't be very good. But I do think the splash plays, and for him, the reason I like him so much is because he's still learning.
Shavers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's where
he used to be so situational, and he's now learning to become kind of an every down guy.
Yeah.
He is gonna be way good.
I agree.
Like,
and he is one of the guys.
He's got a chance to be pretty good. The game's starting to slow down for him a little bit, but playing all three downs inside like that is hard in this defense.
Yeah.
Right? Because to stay on the field in dime versus base,
I mean, you gotta be able to cover.
And it doesn't to the naked eye, it doesn't really fit you. Like, because it's like, well, you know, kind of the difference. I mean, but you have to kind of get in the weeds. Like Nebraska swapped their safeties out in base about halfway through the second quarter, but they had to go back to some of the same personnel when they played dime because that's what you practiced all week.
Yeah.
Right. But them having to go back and forth between base personnel and their dime personnel, I think was an interesting kind of give and take because you saw obvious pass rushing or passing situations, and you're like, oh, let's put this package in. Sometimes I thought they should have been like, let's not.
Yeah.
You know, let's keep these guys out on the field because you had pulled a couple of guys out of your base, but they're playing in your dime.
Yeah.
So that was kind of an interesting.
Yeah, sort of a weird wrinkle.
Yeah, but you're probably in base 2 out of the first 3 plays, you hope.
Right. So theoretically, that guy should be playing about 2/3 of the snaps.
More, correct.
Right.
Correct.
Who do you think the highest rated defender was? I'll give you the 2 highest rated defenders.
I would go with Sia Wright.
Nope.
Wow.
I don't know how much they give when you're not throwing at a guy. I mean, although they threw it in more than most.
His pass coverage was pretty good.
It was, yeah.
Was it did he get an 80s in pass coverage?
No. This is, like I said, there was a lot of departures on this one for me. On PFF.
Winari?
He was second. I thought he had a very good game. That was one I agreed with.
How about them just putting him in like those wide nines?
Yeah. How about him chasing guys down from like the opposite?
I talked to him when he's just kind of, this is super early, and they're not even really dressed yet, and he's kind of sitting under the deal, just taking it all in while guys are starting to get warmed up. And I was like, he just looks like a terrifying individual.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking about, but I certainly was not going to say, hey,
buddy, what's up?
What's on your mind? It's one of those where you just whistle on by. So if it wasn't Winari, it will be. Is it D lineman?
It was not. There was another D lineman at 3, but it is not a D lineman, and it's not Sierra Wright at 1.
Singleton.
Javen.
Really? He played better.
I thought he had a good game.
I said that early.
I thought he had a good game.
So you can just tell, and I knew, and I said this to KC in the broadcast. I'm like, Wright is having a day. He was not happy with Michigan, nor should he have been.
Yeah, I thought that was bad tape.
And, you know, I saw Sip in the hallway, the Tuesday presser. Remember when I went to go get my bag, I thought I forgot it. And he was just picking my brain about a couple of guys. And I said, hey, listen, I'm not going to I'm not gonna hold you. Like a couple of these guys just have to play better, and it starts with zero. Like
Mm-hmm.
Wright's got to play better inside, and he said, "Well, I so this and so that." I said, "Sip, we're still talking about less than 7 starts.
Yeah.
He's inside now full time. It's going to take him a little bit, but
Looks it's messy to navigate, right? Like visually.
it's Avril Lavigne, man. It's
Yeah,
complicated."
yeah. I mean, not just visual. I guess like, with bodies
So
too, right? You're
I
navigating a
thought
lot,
he
but
was out. I thought he was outstanding.
I thought he had a really good game. It did not surprise me
He
that he
was
was the top rated guy.
recognizing, he was dialing. I said to
Seemed like he was
Casey
reacting quickly.
during the broadcast, I said, "Man, you could tell Buddha has come back with a vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was aggressive. He was downhill. He's getting much better at using his levers to strike. Like he has those long
He's super
arms.
long.
So, and he doesn't mind when it goes dark now. Like he'll strike you.
Mm-hmm.
At least he was on Saturday. The more he uses his hands and acts like it's like a game of tag.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell those guys with long arms, I want to touch you before you touch me.
Absolutely.
So, getting off and using your levers as weapons is like a legit thing. I thought he was fantastic. I should have said. I mean, I thought I should have said him easily.
Yeah, I thought Javen had a really, really good game.
He's really starting to. He understands the nuances now too,
Mhm.
or getting there.
Yeah.
But he's still for as old as he is, he's still
Pretty
inexperienced.
inexperienced. Yeah, pretty
Right.
inexperienced.
And those are two guys inside that are continuing with Shavers and,
Yeah.
and Buddha. The more snaps they see and the situational stuff they see, like they'll continue to
the
get
better they'll get. I also liked that, and then we'll get to offense here in a second. I also liked that they seemed like they were bringing Shavers downhill a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like they put him on the outside a couple times. They kind of put him into blitz packages a couple times. I think that's a little bit better fitting of his skill set.
Yeah.
Because he kind of like hair on fire, go hit the ball type of guy. I was pretty pleased with how they use Shavers.
Yeah, no question. And Shane, can you put Josh's deal? Can you bold that for me? It was, what I don't think a lot of fans realize is total offense, Nebraska's 30th, which is really good. Total defense, 11th. Hasn't felt that way, but it is. And here's the other thing, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to I don't know if are you an analytics guy?
Yeah.
So I'm a big points per play guy.
Yeah.
Nebraska's in the top 30 in both.
Yeah. That's good. It's very good.
I think they're top maybe 31-ish defensively.
Yeah.
And points per play given up.
Yeah.
Which is that dog will hunt.
Yeah, that'll work.
And you're top 20, you're 20-ish in offense.
Yeah, which will also
that
work.
will really hunt. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they can't get better in some areas. They certainly can.
Absolutely.
And they'll continue to tinker with it.
Absolutely.
Because they're highly competitive. But the narrative of this, it was maddening.
Yeah, it really was.
And this certainly, we're a long ways away from saying I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to continue to chill on the whole schematics versus personnel versus what we can't do.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing, and I said it all year, was going to be an evolution in terms of growth and experience. I was going to trust that those guys could figure out who can play and who can accomplish what they want to accomplish. And I think they're going to continue to do that. But statistically, when you look at what's important, like points per play, your finishing drive rate is significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a stretch. I mean, I looked at B-Mac, and he is a flipping magician.
Yeah.
We don't pull a lot of those stats out of our rear end. Like
he's got those ready.
He's just constantly processing.
Oh, yeah.
And so he has like these little quirky tidbits. And there was a stretch where he's like charting, yards gained on the plus side of the field. So not just the obvious, like where they're starting, but kind of what's happening when they do real time. And
especially early, they struggle.
I'm trying to see if there's a place where we can use it, and I'm just kind of storing it. And Casey's reading like crazy as he's doing the scene set. And there was a stretch about halfway through the third quarter where I said, the dam has to break. And when Michigan State didn't take the wind at the half, I think on the broadcast, I said to KCS, does that surprise you? Like, you must really think you can gain enough control in the third quarter where it's not going to matter. I said, I wouldn't have rolled that dice.
You think it was like a momentum play where they felt like the momentum coming out of half or going into the half, and so they wanted to try and capitalize?
Well, if they had been watching Childs at all, he couldn't throw with the wind, which a lot of times people don't. It's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it'll sail on you
than you think.
Yeah,
and he was doing. Because, I don't know what the television shows, but we can see it all, right? He was doing way too much talking with the Whiteheads. I mean,
I don't think I saw that.
Almost from the jump.
Really?
Yes. So that lets me know, like, he's bothered by the bodies around him.
Yeah.
Whether it's guys at his feet, whether he's taking shots, he was just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because,
which I thought Nebraska, I mean, that's kind of goes to what we were saying with Nebraska's defensive line. Like, I thought they did a really good job.
Oh, I mean, for Nebraska to have more havoc plays than Michigan State did, and Michigan State had all the sacks, like, that's pretty good defensively.
Adam says, and I think this was true, and then I do want to get to the offensive line. He said it seemed like less stunts and more line up and beat the man up front.
Nah, I don't know about that so much as
I didn't see as many stunts.
I mean, I think I have to compare it and contrast.
Yeah, I don't have numbers.
They've done. I don't know. I think that would be easy.
It didn't feel like they were moving as much, but again, that's anecdotal.
But I don't know. I think the PFF grade. It's interesting.
That's why I think they're fascinating because there were some of these where I was like, yeah,
there's guys I surprisingly agree with.
Yeah, there were some I was like, dead. Like when I saw Javen first, I was like, yep, that's probably right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And Winari second, I was like, yep, that's probably right. I thought Sierra should have been higher. There was a couple guys I thought were way too high, but
I agree with Merritt.
Yeah, I think he made some splash plays, but I thought he was out of position.
And you know what? He's gonna be really good. He's
a true freshman. I mean,
Man, let's not act like that's a decent offense they saw.
Yeah.
I didn't love the offensive line, but the concepts are solid.
Yeah.
I mean, they
and Childs is hard.
Oh, he's a good player.
Like what did I say? I'll wait. More dynamic with his legs than anybody they'd seen.
He's a good player.
He's slippery.
He is and they have two pros outside. You just couldn't.
Marsh and Kelly are really good.
They are.
Really good.
And Nebraska, I feel like
they did a great job.
And I feel, he took the guys home. Well, actually, Donovan met us. Took some of the guys to Caleb's after the game, and I was talking to DJ, and just the level of understanding. I told him, I walked out of the house. I said, it's cool, man. I feel like I can talk to you like a coach. It's big boy stuff, and we're just analyzing. As I said, hey, somebody may tell you. I said during the broadcast, I felt like they were picking on, Donovan Jones. He said, "Oh man," he's like, "DB, I felt like that too, man. Don't worry." It's just like he's just a cool kid, But so we're just kind of going through like the schematics and stuff, and those guys, Kelly and Marsh, are really good.
Yeah,
and we'll roll our eyes and
they are. I mean, we'll
act like
those guys will play in the NFL.
Ho hum, we'll move on. And
those guys will play in the NFL.
But I mean, they had some really good skill guys.
Yeah. And I mean, they were picking on Donovan. I think he's the only defender that played every snap. Or he played the most snaps. He played 68 out of 72.
Yeah.
That's the most. Marshall played every snap. He played 72.
Talk about a guy answering the dinner bell.
Yeah. They tried to pick on him a little bit early too and didn't work.
He was having none of it.
Yeah, he's like, no, thank you. This is one where I thought Donovan held up really well in coverage. They don't have his coverage grade super high. They don't have anybody's coverage grade super high. So I'm not sure what they were seeing there. I do want to get to the offensive line though, because
you were getting ready to go on some soapboxy diet.
Well, who do you think? I mean, this is a leading question, obviously now, but who do you think the highest rated offensive players were?
Players?
Yeah.
Oh, fudge.
And I'm not saying it's true, but I'm curious who you thought they were.
So I've got to look at its totality, right? I'm going to go with EJ.
He's third.
I'm going to go with Kyle Lindemeyer. I'm going to go with Luke.
He's pretty far down the list.
Really?
Yep.
Must not liked him in run blocking.
They didn't like him in pass blocking either.
He didn't stay in enough. That
Yeah.
might be law of averages.
Probably. It might be just had a couple bad ones and didn't stay in much. There's another guy that I thought maybe would be a little higher, but he's up there.
Give him to me.
Hunter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's fourth. I thought maybe he'd be first. Like, if I had to guess, I probably would have gone
What
Hunter.
they give is, do they do run blocking?
That's 60, which I think is probably low. I thought he did a really good job.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. So here's, again, Heinrich got a 71 on run blocking, but again, that might be small numbers, and they might be giving a lot of credit on the goal line one, which he did a great job on. But the two highest rated players on offense, Gunnar Gatula and Elijah Pritchett. Now, I think that's probably aggressive. I wouldn't have put them as the two highest rated players, but it does go to the thing that I went back and charted on one of my rewatches. And I'm not usually a charting guy because it's like really meticulous.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
I know what you did.
What do you think I do? It's very specific.
Because you've been on this.
It's very specific.
Yeah, but you've been on this since game one.
Okay.
Get rid of the ball, man.
Yeah.
Throw the ball, man.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, man?
Need to get rid of the ball.
I don't know the number, but you charted the amount of time the ball was held.
Pretty close. So let me ask you this. If you're an offensive coordinator, I know
This is gonna be. I love when you get a little burr in your saddle. You're gonna defend the O-line.
And listen, I love Dylan. Nobody's defended Dylan more than me.
100%.
Right? I've been pounding the table for this dude all offseason.
I'm all
I
ears.
want a fired up, blood in his eyes Dylan, because that's the best Dylan that there is, and the guys will fight for him.
If you are a coach, how long do you want your offensive line to give your quarterback? Like, bare minimum, if you give me this, we're fine. Because I looked
ideally.
I looked it up to get an idea, so I'm curious what you think the number is. Because I kind of Googled like averages and things like that.
I'm gonna go 3 seconds.
That's what I used. I said, I'm gonna count how many times, and I used my little timer on my phone from the time Dylan catches the ball, has it in his hands.
Is it amazed you? Do you remember when I had the meltdown over Caleb Williams and I was like, they put the clock on him at 2.2 in the preseason?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it, but he's a second-year guy. But 2.5 seconds is in the NFL. Like, that's top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Why are you giving Caleb Williams?
That way, giving him a hard time.
2.2. But go ahead, carry on.
So
my wayward son.
I used 3 seconds, so
Okay.
I'm glad that's what you said. And I'm using my little timer on every single drop back.
Oh, this is fascinating.
And I wanted to see how many times did he get 3 seconds, a full 3 seconds, versus
You know what?
how often did he get rid of the ball before that?
I had no idea what you were talking about in the rundown. I skimmed it. I'm like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I was just counting. I was doing it live.
Oh,
I was doing it live.
okay.
So because I didn't have paper, so I was like, I'll just do it on the sheet.
I'm like, what is he talking? Okay, this makes more sense now.
Yeah. So
all right, let's ride.
So this is why I started with how many dropbacks PFF had him at versus how many I had him at. They had him at 33. I had him at 35. Okay. If you had to guess how many of his, what I counted 35 dropbacks, he had at least 3 seconds on, how many do you think it would be?
Okay, I like these.
One
One more time.
This is from catch to either
one more time.
whenever the ball. How many dropbacks out of 35 do you think Dylan had at least 3 seconds?
Oh shoot, it's more than 30.
Well, okay. So let me get you the second half of this. Did he either get rid of the ball or have more than 3 seconds is over 30? Because there's some he gets rid of in 2 seconds, and that doesn't obviously count to the more than 3. But so that number is 31 of 35.
Okay.
18 of those he has more than 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's wild.
13 of those he gets rid of before 3 seconds. There are 4 plays in which he was asked to do something with the ball that he had less than 3 seconds. Here they are. He had 1 straight up sack in less than 3 seconds.
Okay.
He had the bad snap that was fumbled.
Yep.
I didn't know what to do with that one, so I just put it in its own category.
Okay.
Because so that's its own thing.
That's actually fair.
1 pressure that led to a batted pass when he tried to throw it underarm.
Oh, on the screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, again, screens are a little different because
The one to EJ or the one that he shoveled out to Harvard?
No, that one was completed. So the one to EJ where it got batted down.
Okay.
Again,
God, I just want him to pump and
I know.
get it out there.
So that
might have been a nice one.
And again, that's a screen. So I didn't totally know what to do with because you're letting that guy go on purpose.
Yeah.
But I counted that as a less than 3 second. He had one incompletion with pressure with under 3 seconds of time. So he got pressure, got rid of the ball. That's an incompletion. So really 2 plays where pressure led to a problem. The sack and the incompletion where he got rid of it. 2 out of 35 dropbacks.
And the screen is kind of dicey.
Yeah, the screen. I don't know what to do with the screen because
I get it.
Yeah, you're letting him go.
I'm not even gonna.
That's the play design, and the bad snap is like I don't know what to do there. That's still on the O line.
I get the point.
Right?
I get the point.
So I sit there and I think the bad snap is one that they didn't count as a drop back. I'm guessing.
Yeah, because that's where the count would be off.
Yeah, so that's one of them at least, and it's possible I counted one where they had a penalty that it didn't end up counting in the official snap count. But so we're close. We're very close on our number here. Yeah. But to my point, you asked for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
He got that or got rid of the ball 31 out of 34 times.
Yeah, that dog should hunt.
Right? So when I'm sitting here, and listen, I get how it looks live.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, oh, he gets sacked. This hasn't been a good defensive line. They haven't been sacking anybody. I'm like, can the tackles get better? Absolutely. Can the offensive line in general get better? Absolutely. He's got enough time.
Yeah. Did you see the little quick screen to Hunter?
Yeah.
Did you see Pritchett?
Yeah.
He
did a really good job on
that. That's why you pay the big fella.
Yeah.
To get out there and be active.
Yes.
And help out.
Jenkins did a really good job.
Lindemeyer was really good.
Lindemeyer was
on that one with the little peel back seal, and Pritchett gets up the field and kind of walls. And Nebraska finally did what we've been asking them to do. When you get one-on-one with a guy,
break tackle.
And he won. He's funny. I talked about him for a long time after the game because he and Benny Mack and he was our pick to click on offense.
Hunter?
Yeah.
Good call.
He runs like a running back.
That's what Rhule said.
He kind of catches the ball like a running back too, though.
Okay.
He's not
the cleanest.
It's not the cleanest, most natural pass catcher.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, and I'm telling you, if he could fight every day in practice, I think he would. Have I not said this from the jump?
You have, yeah.
He's an absolute menace.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, a menace.
So did you see the wide receiver screen? I think it was the exact same play that went for like 12 instead of the touchdown. Yeah. Did you see the lineman on that one too?
Oh yeah.
They also did a great job on that one.
And
they did a good job on those.
And quarterbacks know when they've got to own it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why you saw a lot of the emotion you did from Dylan. It wasn't because he was frustrated about anything other than
I think he was frustrated with himself.
With himself.
Yeah. You saw him pat the chest a couple times. You see,
he never
saw him slam the ball a couple times.
He never saw the
on the pick.
I told Casey, I said, he never saw him play creep because he came off the under route and he sat. He probably expected him to go with it
to follow.
And I mean, he's pretty good savvy too.
Yeah.
By a defender, and those are ones where you're like, "What a terrible thought!" I'm like, "Hey, man, from his vantage point,
that should have been open."
He thought that was going to be.
Yeah,
open.
he thought it was going. He thought it was going to vacate. And he thought it was going to be open.
Yeah. And I mean, you don't want to shrug it off like no big deal, but I mean, he's your best player.
Yeah, and he's smart enough that that's 2 interceptions in 5 games.
Were you surprised at how fired up Coach Rhule was about giving up the last touchdown?
No, that seems very on brand.
Oh man.
That seems incredibly on brand.
He brought it up 3 times.
Yeah. It sounds like the defense was just as pissed.
I'm like, shoot, man, was Julie going to Vegas with the 11 or what?
Well, hey, if he got it early in the week, it's 10.5. Yeah.
She's great. I highly doubt she's worried about the line.
Yeah, I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I just thought it was fascinating.
In 10 minutes of real life time, I've never seen the mood in the booth change more.
Yeah.
I'm talking left for dead. At 21-14 with the crowd booing.
3 minutes left in the third.
And
21-14.
4 minutes later, it's 24-21.
Yeah.
And you're like, how?
Yeah. Well, and here's the funny thing that nobody's really talked about. They're like, oh, the wind, the switch, and everything. The first drive came against the wind still.
Oh, I know.
The big pass to Barney came against the wind still.
And
that was his only completion for over 10 yards.
And here I am wanting to be greedy and getting
at that point.
Getting the ball on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fudge, he's lucky he could cut the wind because Barney had to turn. He had to
turn a little,
turn the other way.
Yeah, because he was going this way. And
it kept him from
scoring,
being able to stay in stride. And I was like, if they don't score on this play,
EJ took care of it a couple plays later.
Yeah, finally, like the downhill.
Yeah.
Seemed
like he broke through some arm tackles after he got through the initial line, too.
One of the things I want you to always pay attention to, because I say it a lot, I'm not sure. Like, when you make moves, always be gaining ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a big...
You don't like the, jump back cut guys.
I'm not a big lateral guy either. Like, if you're going to... preferably, if you're going to be making guys miss, be gaining ground.
Yeah.
Right? So, I like, there was a little bit more of that.
Yeah, I thought so.
I felt like the moves were more downhill than side to side.
That's probably something you don't love about Mosey at this point.
So, but the thing that I do like about him is he's not used to running in tight quarters from that distance a lot.
Yeah.
So that will come. That's a feel thing.
He also does not like to go down.
No,
which I appreciate.
It's his. I'm telling you, man. He's got it. Coach Rhule has a lot of guys on his team that have his personality.
Yeah.
And ideally all offseason, I said, that's all I really want.
Yeah.
Like, the beautiful thing about having...
Well, that's what you kept asking with all the guys.
Coordinators, right?
Yeah.
Just go love on those guys and instill your person. Because he's going to own it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to fight, and he's going to move on.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, that fake punt call, that's on me. Right? I'll own that.
Yeah.
Hey, that call, like... He's going to own it, move on, and just tell you we got to get. But he's not going to dwell in the negative. He just that headspace is not going to occupy his time. And the better his team is, there's not one team in the last 15, 20 years that would have won that game.
Absolutely,
not one.
Absolutely,
not one. And I've seen them all. And there's not one team that would have won that game in the last 15 years.
And several of them would have gotten blown out.
I mean, maybe.
I think there are several versions of this team over the last decade.
The Ohio State comeback, kind of, I hearken back to that.
Sure, yeah.
But
you also had the Ohio State
at least there were glimpses of, like Nebraska had 77 total yards.
Yeah. They didn't break.
Up to that point.
They didn't break 100 yards until that last drive of the third quarter.
I think that even makes the Ohio State comeback when Bo was so pissed. Like, it even adds another layer. 77 total yards up to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's atrocious.
Horrifying. And they end up with 250-some.
I'm like,
but
in a quarter and a third.
Yeah. Barely even that. 20 minutes or 19 minutes, basically.
You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing?
I thought if we're going back historically, I was going back and trying to think. The Ohio State's a good one. That one, even though, like, you had the Braxton Miller injury, so there was, like, a very clear it felt like even though nothing had changed yet in the gameplay, it felt like a momentum shift when you lose your starting quarterback for the other team. So, like, that one, even there's like there was really no moment for Nebraska where I was like, oh, now it was kind of came out of nowhere because they went down 21-14 and it felt like everything was sliding away. And then they said, all right, no more. Right. Like, so that's the weirdest feeling about this. It's like they stopped the momentum on their own, which I don't know the last time we've seen that. And we sort of saw it against Michigan too, because they got down early against Michigan.
They have showed some stones.
And that's a game that
they have definitely shown some nuts. So it's like over time, you're gonna win. You're gonna win more of those than you don't, especially if statistically you stay on the pace with the points per play.
Yeah,
on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
100%.
That was a game, and somebody sent this to me on Twitter. That was a game. That was the first time Nebraska had won.
Josh, I'm not talking about winning ugly. I'm not. I'm talking about the vibe.
Yes.
And being left for dead. Like, I don't know. It would be hard to find a comp.
Yeah, just in terms of the energy.
2012, that was the team. That's the way that team played.
Yeah, that's how they were built.
Like I don't know about that.
Somebody sent me a stat here. Couple of them actually. First time Nebraska has started 4-1 in 4-1 or better in back-to-back seasons since 13-14.
That would make sense.
Just a little nugget there. First double-digit win against a conference opponent with a winning record at the time they played since 2022 against Indiana.
Okay, I was going to say Wisconsin maybe.
35-21. I believe Wisconsin was even. I think they were 5-5.
Okay.
Before that, it had been 2017. So there was one double-digit win against a conference opponent with a winning record since 2017. And that was accomplished on Saturday as well.
And the funny thing is, this is kind of warped and twisted. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it right here. This is the mentality you want with this team. You don't want them slogging along and having 77 yards total offense, but you want your team to have this kind of resolve.
You want them to be able to overcome that
going forward.
Yeah.
Like the better and the quicker they can dust the dirt off their shoulder, the better this team will be this year, because they could potentially be in a lot of these.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to be like, oh, crap.
Yeah. You want to be like, oh, we've seen this before.
You were down 10 to Michigan.
Yeah.
They got it back. They were left for dead against Michigan State.
They were up by 17 with 3 minutes left.
They got it back, right? So you don't want to get in the habit of playing like that, but you want to be in the habit of thinking of having that kind of mindset.
I mean, it's my Carson Beck thing, right? Do I like that he threw 3 first-half interceptions against Alabama last year? Absolutely not. Yeah. Do I like that he's
bounced back guy
to ball out in the second half despite having that happen? Yes, because there's too many guys that you see just never quite get it back.
Yeah.
Right. So again, let's not throw 3 first-half interceptions in generally speaking. Let's avoid that. But it's good to know that mentally that's something you're capable of.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Nebraska opened, they're favored, right? Was it 5.5? I saw 6.
I think it started at 6.5. TK told me it dropped to 4.5 by the start of the weekend. So I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, don't trust TK. That's not. What does he die by the start of the weekend?
By the start of the week.
I was going to say it's Monday morning. What's he talking about?
By the end of the week. Yeah, it's I'm gonna 5.5.
They have this easy thing where I can look and see opening lines. Not trusting TK. Although he did tell me I was spot on about something. He didn't elaborate, but I just was happy with the compliment, so I didn't.
I've got it at 5.5.
I'm going to go back.
I don't know where it opened, but you can help me.
Yes, it opened at 5.5. It is currently sitting at 6. I don't see any 4s.
TK, what are you talking about, man?
I don't see any 4.5s.
Kill me, TK.
I got FanDuel, DraftKings. I've got them all. Look at all the houses I have open.
Look at you. You got them going.
It's not one. There's not one 4.
TK making me look bad out here.
It's fine.
It's all right.
I mean, he can be awful. Point. The dude
you're allowed to miss.
Nails.
You're allowed to miss sometimes. It's
70s
okay.
trivia. Yeah, it opened at 10-4 at 11:40, which was when it first came out. Open.
TK's calling to defend himself.
Is he? I know he is. Opened at 5.5.
All right, let's get to TK.
Let's see. I'm looking at line movements up until that point. Let's see. No. I see no 4s. But I will listen.
Shane, you got him?
I will listen to my man Cooch.
Shane,
TK, what's up, buddy?
Shane,
talk to me.
Put him on through. Where do we see the 4.5, buddy?
Are we gonna really hammer him over a point?
I just want to know where it came from. He probably saw it. I just want to know where.
Morning.
Hi, TK. I would have let you off the hook personally, buddy. I mean, you did. Like I said, you gave me a compliment. I was ready to move on.
Well, you acted like I'm not a degenerate gambler.
This might have been an offshore. This might have been an offshore book.